Alright, so number 4. Let sigma be a cyclic permutation 1, 2, 3, 4. So of course that means it sends 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 1, like this. So the question is, how do you write that as a product of transpositions? And you can do it like this. You start with V1 that, so of course a transposition is just something that swaps two things, right? So you can do it with this, swap the first two things, and then the first and third thing, and then the first and fourth thing. And if you do those in a row like that, then you see it swap them around the same way as sigma did. So in fact that's equal to sigma. So there you go. That's how you write sigma as a product of transpositions. Now notice so what I mean was do this one, do that one, and then do that one. So in that order, and I wrote them left to right like that. Now that's an option, right? Some people prefer to write it around this way, where they'll write that the same way, but then when they want a product of transpositions or product of anything, they'll write it like this, from right to left. Now that's perfectly fine. Different people prefer to do it different ways, unfortunately. There's not like a... Yeah, different people do it different ways. So whatever you prefer is fine. I interpreted it whatever way would get you the correct answer. Part B though, what about sigma inverse? So whatever interpretation of right to left or left to right got you the right answer in part A, I used that same interpretation on part B. Now I prefer to use left to right the way I showed it the first time, so that's what I'm using for part B. So here's how you do it for part B. So here's sigma inverse, right? So that's the same cycle but the other way around. So it swaps them around the other way like that. You know, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, and then 1 to 4, right? So then it turns out that you can do these same transpositions but starting the other way around. So swap 1 and 4, and then 1 and 3, and then 1 and 2. So it's actually the same ones from before, but the order has been switched. So yeah, in fact it's always like that for any permutation. Every permutation can be written as a product of transpositions, and it's always the case that the inverse is just the same transpositions, just backwards, just done in the opposite order. Now, there's more than one way to write it. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2 is not the only correct answer. And for sigma initially, maybe I should have said earlier, that 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4 is not the only correct answer. There are many. Right. Okay, that is that. Next one.